to Lead and happy Saturday. Why am I in my snowboarding helmet and goggles and have my snowboard right here? Not because I just got off the slopes, although I wish that were the case. I want to talk to you about hobbies. I'm actually going to take this off because it's hard to hear with that on. I want to talk to you about hobbies, and snowboarding is one of my hobbies, and I'm sure you all have hobbies or more than one hobby, but snowboarding is one of my hobbies, and it's a hobby because I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It's a way to just relax and have a good time. But it isn't my business. I don't make any money off of snowboarding. And actually, in fact, it ends up costing me money. Hobbies usually end up costing some money. And so the difference is that I don't get to just go snowboarding whenever I want. I would like to go snowboarding more, but it's a hobby. My life doesn't depend on whether or not I go snowboarding. My mortgage doesn't depend on whether or not I go snowboarding, but it is something that I like to do when I have time to do it. So what does this have to do with Scentsy? Well, sometimes you join Scentsy and it's a hobby. It's just something that's fun, that you can do whenever you want to, and it's kind of a bonus that it actually makes you money. And other times you want it to be a business and you want to actually make money with it, and you know that you need to make money with your Scentsy business in order to help with the car payment or help with the groceries or the mortgage or whatever it might be. So the focus then is really that if it's a business, it isn't an option. You need to work it every day for it to be a running, working business. Whereas if it's a hobby, it doesn't, sometimes you might share it, sometimes you might not. And the results that you see are going to correlate. So if you treat your Scentsy business like a hobby, only sharing it from time to time, only sharing it when you need your 150, then those are probably the results that you're going to end up with. If you share it like a business and every day you're working on it a little bit, you're going to start seeing business-like results and start developing business-like habits and patterns that continue to produce those results, namely in the form of income for you. And as we talked about earlier this week, most things, even if it is a hobby for you, or even if your why is so that you can spend more time with your friends, or maybe your why is so that you can spend more time on that hobby, you need a little bit more money to do that, right? So if I had more money, I could go snowboarding more. So if I could enjoy my hobby more, if I had the extra funds. So what I would like you to do today, when just think about it a little bit and think about if you really treat your Scentsy business as a business, or if you treat your Scentsy business as a hobby. And I really like you to make that shift to thinking about it and treating it like a business, because that is where you're going to see the results. Businesses have goals and plans, and you're intentional about your business, and a hobby is just, something that maybe once in a while we hand out the testers. And we all invested this money into Scentsy, and we continue to invest money into Scentsy, so we might as well make it back for ourselves and even make back more for our families. So really think about how you can start treating your Scentsy business like a business and less like a hobby. And in doing that, I'd like you to go back to what we talked about earlier when we wrote down our whys at the beginning of the week, and really look at that why and find something tangible in it. If you said, I want to help pay for the mortgage, maybe you pick a number like I want to be able to pay $200 towards our mortgage every month, or savings. I want to save. I want to save for a new home remodel, something like that. Well, how much do you want to save for that? And write the number. I want to save, $500 every quarter to go towards our home remodel, or $500 every quarter to go towards our trip to Disneyland, or that, whatever it might be. Okay? So go back to your why, look at it, and then go sink even more in depth on it and write that in your notebook. What is because this is the fun thing about writing this down, is that it makes it become so real and so possible. It makes a huge difference when you think something and when you write it down. That putting it on paper makes it so real and so possible, and you're going to start to just change your life to form to get to it, right? So, because as you see yourself making progress and baby steps, it's going to be more exciting. You're going to be that much more motivated to get to this why. If your why was because you wanted to spend time with your friends, write a tangible, set a tangible friend experience. Decide, hey, in March, this is actually really happening, so this is why I'm using this example. In March, we're going to have a girls' weekend at Chico Hot Springs. And this is going to be my time to spend with my friends, and I'm going to start saving my money because I know that that's going to cost. So I'm going to take a little bit from every Scentsy paycheck between now and March. It's going to be 2 paychecks so that I can make this girls trip with my friends. And then so that's a tangible experience. Or, I want to go to the movies with my friends once a month. Pick the movie you're going to see. Put it in there now, start asking your friends about it, and then start working your Scentsy business to allow you to be able to do that, okay? So that is that part of the challenge for today. The other part is to keep sharing those catalogs and testers from our list of 100. If you've gotten to your 10 already, that's great. If you've ran into some no's, which I'm sure you have, that's great because you're one more person closer to a yes. So keep asking, keep sharing, if you've already done 10, do another 10, get them on the line for next week. Whatever it might be. So keep working at that list of 100 and contacting people. The other thing about that list of 100 is when somebody tells you no, it's a great thing to ask for a referral at that point. So if they say something like, no, I'm just not interested, or no, this month funds are really tight for my family, so I don't really have the extra money, say, okay, I can totally understand that. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. Is there anybody who you know who might want to smell? And they might know people. So remember to keep asking for those referrals in those instances. So you guys are doing so great. I'm so excited on the progress that you've made this week. Oh, this is kind of funny. So I get my nails done. And this is something that I use Scentsy money to do, and I got color changing nails on this time. So when I'm warm, my nails are gray, and when I'm cold, they're purple. So these are obviously my right hand's freezing, and my left hand is warm just up to the tips, and then the tips are purple too. So anyway, it's kind of funny. I just saw that when I was doing this. So yeah, so keep working on that list of 100, contact some folks today, and re-solidify your why so you're really motivated for the rest of the month. And I just know you're going to leap to lead.